I'm with Colin Disharoon of Santa Cruz Mountain Naturals. Colin, why don't you tell me some of the aspects of this proposed law that you like from your perspective and some that you think still need to be worked on?
So the decisions that have been made today and that are being worked on by the Board of Supervisors in Santa Cruz, I think is a really positive reflection of what the County of Santa Cruz is looking for in terms of creating a positive environment for cultivation to happen, as well as creating a safe environment for residences. But I also really appreciate the fact that the Board of Supervisors has been considering the opinions of the Association for Standardized Cannabis that's formed here in Santa Cruz, because the association has been able to come forward with a lot of insight into the industry that the Board of Supervisors doesn't have naturally. So because they were able to listen to the opinions of the Association of Standardized Cannabis, they've been able to come up with some guidelines that can help to create an infrastructure that protects residences, takes into consideration environmental impact, and also creates room for safe access for the patients of Santa Cruz County.
Are there areas of the law that concern you right now?
A couple of areas. One is there was a cutoff date for dispensaries to be able to open of January 1st, 2012, and it's a very ambiguous date. Nobody really understands where that date came from. But what that's doing essentially is preventing collectives, dispensaries that have been open and operating past that time with the proper seller's permit from the state of California and articles of incorporation would essentially close their doors, but it allows other dispensaries to stay open that have had that documentation in place.
Do you think this law will be effective in mitigating some of the problems, the environmental problems with cultivation?
Potentially. I think that there are some benefits to that law. I do feel like what is going to do is create another black market infrastructure by reducing the collective garden space by a dispensary or collective that's actually cultivating it for themselves, by themselves. I think that you're going to see a proliferation again of black market growing that's going to expand. Because unfortunately this industry is not always operated by people that follow the rules.
So they can't do it themselves now, so they'd have to go out on the market to look for supply?
Yeah, so a collective operation tends to cultivate some of the medicine by the collective, for the collective, and then patient members that are cultivating bring their excess medicine to the collective. But right now, because of the reduction in canopy for collectives to be able to grow, the gardens that already are established in Santa Cruz that were once operating legally are now void or vacant, and the likelihood for many growers to continue growing up to the scale that they were is pretty high.